How's it going, guys? Josue back again with another video on HearmeRaw. And today I want to do a little video. It's been a little bit of time. I was away last week at a healing sanctuary and it was amazing. I highly recommend it. If you can get away, from, like, if you're living in the city, if you can get away, I highly encourage it. Straighten this out here. Yeah, I highly encourage it if you can get away, because cities are noisy. I live in Boston. I don't live in Boston. I live south of Boston, so it's actually not as noisy down here, but it's still pretty noisy. Still a lot of lights, still a lot of things going on, a lot of frequencies, a lot of, towers and everything like that. There's so many things that our subconscious mind is tuned to that our conscious mind isn't always tuned to. And it isn't until we get away from that that we realize, oh my goodness, this peace and quiet is amazing, like being in the mountains and being somewhere where there's just like no cell service, so there's less towers, there's less frequencies in the air, somewhere where you can see the stars at night. But I'll do a video on that later, on the Starseed Healing Sanctuary in LaForte, Massachusetts. It was a great time. I spent almost a week there and it was great. And then been back here, just been getting things back together, figuring things out, and yeah, applying what I've learned there to my life here. But this video, I want to focus on getting out of the mind and getting into the body. Getting out of the mind and into the body. This is so important, As a society, we've been taught to just like really train the mind and gather information and things like that. And we kind of have become out of tune with our bodies. Since we were born, like we're bombarded with messages telling us, to do this to our bodies, to do that to our bodies, that we need this to do, we need this to add to our bodies, we need this. Like we've been turned into consumers. We've been turned into these people that are empty and that need to be filled with things outside of us. Now, I'm not saying don't buy anything, It's okay to buy things. You can buy clothes, buy whatever, buy electronics, but do it consciously, know what it's doing to the environment, do some research, and you got to improve on what you're buying. You got to improve on what you're consuming. Don't just be a consumer that just consumes and that's being played. You have to think for yourself. But at the same time, because we've been so disconnected from our bodies, we also become disconnected from the planet. So we think we might be thinking for ourselves, but we're really not when we're disconnected to Mother Nature, when we're disconnected to our bodies. Our bodies, like we can be so much in here that we have no idea what's going on here. Like, for instance, the big example for me that has a disconnect between the mind and the body connection is the fact that I'm still getting used to my body. I came from a place where, of depression, lack of self-worth for most of my life. For 2 decades of my life, I didn't love myself. For 2 decades, I didn't love myself. And most of us do this because as a child, as children, I'm not going to say I'll say but for the most part, as children, especially in this society, it's a scary place to be. It doesn't make much sense. I remember growing up, I was just like, this world doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I was trying to fit in. I was trying to do whatever I could to fit in. So I ended up just copying other people. I ended up becoming a chameleon of sorts, just trying to fit it into this group or to that group. And, because me being myself just didn't work, because I wasn't accepted the way I was. And unfortunately, that really starts with our parents. They do their best, but for a while we've been in a cycle of pain. We've been in a cycle of hurt. So your parents tend to try to make you be who they want it to be, not realizing that you're your own person, that they should support you to be who you are, and that they might say some things that stick with you that make you feel ashamed to be you. Hold on a sec. A little noisy here today, but yes, yeah, a lot of little things get said to us as we're younger that stick with us. Like, for instance, when I came into the U.S., I was born in Haiti. I used to shave my body for years after a while, especially when I was bodybuilding, and it happened because when I was little, a kid, I started growing hair in my legs pretty early. So this kid called me a goat, and he really hurt my feelings. So from that point on, I was always ashamed of my body hair. And when I got here, another good excuse for shaving my body was, oh, If I shave my body, my muscles will show more. So I was doing a lot of harm to my body, shaving my whole body. Even my armpits were shaved at a point. And now I'm realizing, man, this body, like as Sadhguru says, your body is like the most priceless piece of technology that you have. And everything it does for a reason. So your hair is not dead. Your hair has purpose. Your hair protects you. And your hair is also your antenna. It improves your sensibility, your intuition, your instincts to the outside world. It improves your connection. Like when the wind is passing by, you can feel so much more. You're getting more information from your hair. Because like for instance, my biggest example, the tiniest little bugs, they can be walking on my hands like this, nothing. But as soon as they touch my hair, I feel them. That's how sensitive your hair is. And sensitive sense makes information. Sense equals information. Whatever comes into contact with your body, information is being transferred. So imagine how much transformation you're losing. So this is a message to a lot of the women out there. Are you shaving your whole body? Like, that's information that you're losing out. For the guys out there that are shaving as well, what are you losing out? Your beard, your hair. What information are you missing out on? Don't just follow the crowd and do what's popular and trying to look good and trying to change yourself to look good for society. Look good for yourself, take care of yourself, and also shaving is so time consuming. A lot of plastic waste from all those razors. Let's consume, more efficiently. Let's create more efficiently. Let's think more effectively. Let's think more on a oneness. That we are connected to it all. Like every decision that you make affects the world as a whole. So think about it, and not just think about it, but feel it as well. Feel that connection. It's kind of funny doing a video trying to get you guys to not think as much. But I'll get to that part later. But yeah, so I shaved my whole body, and now I love it. Now I can hug myself, and I feel much better. I'm saving more time. I'm saving more money, and I just feel good. I can hug myself when I'm doing yoga. I'm just like, my hair just feels so good. Another thing for me was like growing up, they used to call me Zopope. So Zopope means a skinny person. I don't know what the exact translation is, but it just means that you're skinny. So they said that for so long. Now I realize that it really hurt me. They might have been saying it to be funny, but it really hurt me. And I guess too, because as a society we have become overweight, so to be skinny, you're kind of like the outlier. You're no longer like the common. So I was being called skinny. Who knows if it was coming from a place of life from their perspective. But yeah, so I felt really bad about being skinny. So when I got here, I started working out. I was trying to get big and huge. And like, man, I got so big and I didn't even see it. And I'm still affected by this because when I see myself in the mirror, I'm just like, man, you're big. Because I actually see myself skinnier than I actually am. And some people will see themselves bigger than they actually are. And this is all in the mind. This is all in the mind. So that's why we have to get out of the mind and get into the body, because the mind can trick us. The mind is going off by our fears or beliefs, and they can alter the reality to a point where we can be somewhere that we're actually to the point where we are not here. So it's good to get into the body. It's good to talk to the body. It's good to listen to the body, to take care of the body. And also too, if you're trying to gain connection to the world around you, if you're trying to connect with your friends, your family, your loved ones, whoever you're trying to connect with, even if you're trying to connect to animals, any connection that you want to improve, once you improve the connection that you have with yourself, I guarantee you, all those connections will improve. I started improving that connection by eating a lot of raw foods. I was raw vegan on the start of my spiritual journey. I'm not a fully raw vegan anymore, but I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, raw living foods, because we are water. We are made of water, so we need water. If you're eating nothing but cooked foods, that's taking water away from you. It's taking nutrients away from you. There are no enzymes in that food. I'm not saying it's bad food, but you gotta build yourself. This is the food that you're building yourself out of. So if you do your best to get more living food, however you can, go help out in the farms. That way you can get some. They'll give you some fruits and vegetables for helping out. Do something. Do woofing. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of ways. Wholesale. There's a lot of ways to get more fruits and vegetables into your diet. You just gotta go for it. You gotta take care of your health. Also, spending time in nature was very helpful. Meditation. And meditation can be done many different ways. It could be through running, jogging, swimming, biking, cleaning, doing laundry. But a lot of those things also include physical activities. Sometimes you also need rest. So sometimes when you're meditating, it's good to just like lay down, put on some 432 hertz, put on some binaural beats, put on some dolphin sounds or some nature sounds, or go out in nature somewhere maybe that there's no mosquitoes or anything, or be in a hammock and just take a nap. Get you some protection, get you some natural bug spray, whatever you gotta do. But lay there, just don't do anything. Try not to think, and just be with your environment. Listen to the birds sing. Listen to the water. If there's a waterfall nearby, just listen to the sounds of the water. These are all healing. Nature heals you. So this is all to help you to improve that connection with your body. Also, too, look at your body as another person, because it is a relationship. Your body is giving you feedback. The body is a physical representation of your subconscious mind. So look at what your body is doing. Pay attention to your body. It'll tell you things, Like, I used to bite my nails. That's anxiety right there, That's anxiety. I used to not brush my teeth growing up. I used to just go days without brushing my teeth. That's my body showing me something. Like, you literally, your body will play out whatever is going on in here. So pay attention. Your body will also play out your emotions, how you're feeling. If you start to connect with your body, you start to realize what you like and what you don't like, and then you can move towards what you do like. But sometimes we stay so much on what we don't like, and we're so disconnected. And in the mind, we can rationalize things. With the mind, we can rationalize staying in an abusive relationship for way longer than we should. Because we can rationalize everything. I mean, look at society. Most of us are eating animals on a day-to-day basis. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we're eating animals. And in between, we're eating animals. We are using animals for entertainment. We are using animals for practically everything. There's a disconnect there. There's a big disconnect there. And that's not healthy for us. As a society, look how overweight we have become. Look how sick we have become. And we call ourselves intelligent. There's a disconnect there. Intelligence isn't just information. It's not just facts, not just science. It's also a feeling. We have been becoming disconnected, so we don't see our connection with the animals anymore. We don't see our connection with the land anymore. And when I did not see that connection, I did horrible things. I ate McDonald's all the time. I drink coffee all the time. I drink alcohol all the time. Some of these things are fine in moderation, but at the end of the day, these are not really good for our bodies. Especially the meat, dairy, and eggs, man. Like, things used to happen to my bodies that I'm so glad that I'm no longer feeling those things. I used to get like antihistamine reactions. My scalp would get red, my chest would get red, and I would feel like needles were just like going all over my head. Like, I'm just like bunch of thousands of needles just like poking me in my head like that. I used to cry, man. Like, whenever I started to sweat, like, it was just like boom. Like, it was just horrible reactions and things like that. So take care of yourself, take care of your body, listen to your body. Or is your leg like restless? There's so many things, there's so many signs. If you pay attention to your body, see what your body does, and look it up online. You have so many resources. Look it up. Why am I biting my nails? Why am I always playing with my hair? Why is my hand always moving around? Why am I biting my pen? There's a lot of little things that we do. Why am I zoning out all the time? There's a lot of little things that we do that are telltale signs of like anxiety, or just that our mental health isn't where it should be. And we all have to do this. We all have to help ourselves, because society is not going to help us. Turn off that TV. Turn off the news, because the news is a program, and it's a lot of fear-based. There's a lot of fear-based things going on out there. And going back to the meat, dairy, and eggs, this is all fear. This is consuming fear. Energy is never destroyed. So when you're consuming the meat, dairy, and eggs, that is a product of rape, torture, factory farming. You gotta look into factory farming. Check out Earthlings. Check out what the health. Look at what's going on with the food that you're eating, because these companies, man, they are here to control you, and you are your greatest power. Fear is a tool used for control. And if you can get rid of fear, if you can think for yourself, if you can love yourself, if you can live deliberately, if you can live deliberately, live the way you want to live, do what makes you happy, you're going to be the biggest threat to the government, because they want to be able to control you. They'd rather keep things on autopilot the way things are now. But as you can see, many of us are speaking up. Many of us are choosing plant-based alternatives, plant milks instead of dairy. The dairy industry is so scared right now, so we are moving forward. So if you're thinking about going vegan, I highly recommend it. Check out videos on my channel, follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I share a lot of vegan information. There's a lot of vegan groups on Facebook, vegan groups on Meetup. Vegan, I'm not here to say like vegan is the answer for everything. For me, love and compassion is the answer to everything. But we need the vegan movement so bad right now. Like, it is so needed. It is so needed, because we have gone so far from compassion and love, so far from that it's literally destroying the planet. So Let us turn this around. Let us reconnect with our bodies. Let us talk to our bodies. Let us love our bodies. Wherever your body's at right now, wherever your body's at, doesn't matter how much you weigh or how skinny you are, like, you know, or how big you are. Doesn't matter whatever is going on with your body. Just remember this: your body is your most valuable player. Your body is the MVP. Your body is taking care of you. Your body is the vessel that you have here to do what you came here to do. It's a vessel that you have to touch others, to heal others, to hug others, you know, to experience, to smell flowers, to eat, you know, to enjoy, to experience, to gather information, to connect with not just the earth, but also the stars and everything around you. This is a beautiful vessel. Literally, this is a magical vessel. Your body is magic. And no matter where it's at right now, you may not like it because society has taught us to compare ourselves to others. Society has taught us what is right, what is wrong, what is beautiful, what is ugly. These are just all labels. Wherever your body is at right now, just tell your body that I love you. Tell your body, I love you. And give yourself a nice hug. And say thank you. Thank you for doing all that you do. Thank you for stretching. Thank you for giving me that disease. Thank you for making me sick. Thank you for this, because these are all signs. These all have meanings. Everything happens for a reason. Your body stretches. Your body gets fat to protect you. Your body gets fat to protect you. So don't get mad at your body and call it fat, call it ugly. It's doing it to protect you. Would you rather have just been dead instead? Everything your body does, it's a sign. It's actually getting you away. It's actually trying to keep you from dying. You know? And if you don't listen and you call it negative names, you're going further towards death. You're going further towards fear. You're going closer to disconnect. So reconnect. Listen to your body. Ask your body what it's telling you, and meditate. Lay down and just talk to your body. Feel your body. You know, ask your body to tell you what's going on. So that's my video for the day, guys. And really, it's very important. You know, our bodies are really beautiful. And check out my Instagram. I have 2 pages on Instagram, HearmeRaw, and also I have another page called Naked Soul Tribe. I want to normalize nudity. I want to normalize connecting with the body, because, you know, also for women as well, like, let's free the nipple movement. I'm all about it. We need to stop just all this fear towards our bodies. Like, we were walking around in these vessels, in these magical vessels, and constantly many of us are just criticizing ourselves all the time. There's no need. Part of the nudist movement, part of like the naked movement, is the fact that there is no body shaming. No body shaming. All bodies, all shapes and sizes, or whatever part of your journey you're at, you are welcome. We are not here to compare bodies. We are all unique. We are all beautiful. We are all masterpieces. So there's no need to compete. All right. We can choose love. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.